Hey guys, I wanted to make this video about AI. And the reason why is you guys see my videos on the different blogs that I have and the money that I make through AdSense. And I wanted to make this video. Specifically, I'm going to title this Don't Fall for the AI Hype. And the reason why is because I'm more of a neutralist behind AI. I'm not really along any side, the right side or the left side. I definitely love AI. AI is great, but it's definitely not something that should be relied upon. Part of the reason why a lot of people are going to struggle during this new phase of blogging is because they're getting caught into the hype of all kind of the really big content channel creators out there. And I'm not hating on them. The reality is that human written content performs better from an SEO standpoint than AI written content. And part of the reason, and I'm going to kind of prove it to you with what you're seeing on the screen, I want to show you this video behind Neil Patel. But part of the reason why I had really no huge drops in income or anything like that over the last 2-3 years with blogging is mainly because I've always relied on human-based content. And what I mean by that is I'll never have an article solo written just by AI. You watch a lot of these YouTubers with the AI blogs and all these kind of things, and their bounce rates on their websites are higher than normal. Because, and also pogo sticking higher than normal, is because when a reader is coming to their site, right, they're getting this drop off. If you ever notice, a lot of people who use these auto bloggers, right, and I'm really talking about these auto bloggers because these auto bloggers have the ability to put out 100 articles a day, 30 articles a day, 40 articles, 20 articles, an article, 10 articles, whatever. But you're going to run into a serious problem doing this, and I'll kind of explain. When an article is being published to Google, right, very quickly becomes tested into the algorithm, especially with a cemented site, a site that's been around for 6, 8, 10, 12 months. Google kind of understands the concept of that site and the content it's producing. There's not going to be a site that's really, really good that's going to be around for a year and it's not going to get any traffic. That does not happen, right? So what happens is when you have this AI content being pushed out, Google is going to test it. And over time, right, it will give it a higher rank. But it will slowly see that people's experiences with this AI type content just doesn't hit the mark. And what happens is you get this gradual drop off in traffic. And you could even look at this in your Google Search Console by running like a test site with AI. And this is one of the biggest things that I say is that when I have my articles, I have virtual assistants that use AI, but also write content themselves where it's needed. And what happens is I don't have that issue where I get drop-offs. Now, the people that you're watching, right, they're flooding the AI auto blogger tools to keep blogging. So in their Google Search Consoles, it may not look like a drop-off. It might not look like there's traffic that's dying, but really, the article that they created 6, 5, 10 months ago by AI had, already completed its cycle. It's started to be tested by Google. Then in a matter of weeks, if not months, it's ranked kind of high for a couple of days, and then it's going to slowly drop off. It won't be in position 5 or 4 anymore, or even position 2. It will be in position 7, 8, 9, 10, and then it will slowly drop off even more. And to remedy that, what do? They start having more and more of these blog posts being published each and every day, and they're really taking a shotgun approach. And they're putting these pellets in the shotgun, and it's shooting wherever, and they're hoping any one of these pellets, aka articles, stands through a test of time to try to rank. What we see, guys, over time is that Google doesn't actually understand what a quality blog is. Okay, even Google admits this. Google doesn't know what a quality blog is. They only know if it's quality not based on the content, but by the user recognition of that page. So if bounce rate is low, if pogo sticking is low, if people are on the site for a longer period of time, there's more scroll, things like that, then it becomes more real and Google understands, okay, the user is looking at this blog post positively. And once again, part of the reason why I make so much with AdSense is I'm putting myself in my viewer or my reader's shoes, and I'm understanding what are they looking for? What kind of context do they need to see? It's not just about spitting out articles. A lot of these guys are going to fail over time with blogging. They're going to find the new fancy thing in a matter of a month, 2 months, 10 months, or even a couple of years, because this can't live forever. Google's not going to allow it because the content is just simply not good enough. And to give that as an example, let's just pick a topic that you're an expert on, right? You can run this as a test. Give me a topic that you're an expert on, and then tell GPT or AI or OpenAI, whatever you want to call it, tell it to write an article. It will absolutely miss the mark on things. It needs more information. It needs to expand more. It needs to give more examples. And unless those examples are being presented, those expansions are given, right, and manually inputted, it's not going to come in through the content, and the content is going to die over time. But either way, I want you to listen real quick to this video, this shorts video that Neil Patel put out here, and I want you to listen to it real quick, all right? So let me go ahead and show it to you guys, and you guys could listen to it.
What is marketing? Everyone is creating AI content, but very few people are reading it. Check out these stats. Out of 1,051 marketers that we surveyed, 12.3% are creating content with humans. The rest is either through AI or a combination of AI and humans. When we looked at the content that is ranking on Google, human-written content ranked higher 94.12% of the time. To top it off, we ran an experiment with the help of 68 other sites to see what percentage of the traffic comes from AI-written content. The average AI-written article had 52 visitors a month. On the flip side, their average human-written article had 283 visitors a month. That's a 5.44x difference. There, of course, are many other variables, but we are consistently seeing human-written content outperform AI-written content.
So guys, why do you think, right, it's that important to have human-written content? And what I'm really saying is, it's not just more important about AI or human written content. It's really not about it. What it really is writing blogs properly that fill the need of the reader. That's really what it comes down to. A lot of people in this video, maybe even in the comments, they're going to get hooked on the idea that it has to be either written by a human or a robot. That's not what I'm saying. What it is, or what I am saying, is that the content needs to be written to fulfill the needs of the reader. And a lot of the times, depending on how the content is written, it simply does not fulfill the needs of the reader. And sometimes you need human input to be able to expand on the article, to be able to do these things, to make a fully better written end product for the reader to sit there and read. A lot of people want to make thousands of dollars with AdSense. They want to make thousands of dollars selling products. Maybe even they're creating blogs for affiliate marketing, but they're not going to get anywhere because they're simply just watching the trendy stuff, signing up for the auto bloggers, doing the random garbage that everyone else is doing. And guess what? They're going to get garbage results. And I've spoken about this before. The easiest way to get to the money with blogging is not what you typically see. You're not going to have the manpower or the man hours to be able to sit there and write 100 blogs and fix them all and do all this kind of nonsense. You're not going to be able to. And I admit this myself. This is why you guys hear me openly say I have virtual assistants that help me. I'm not doing this alone. Now, if you're doing it alone, you don't necessarily need a virtual assistant, but you need to lower the workload and you need to take more time, spend more time per article, and you need to focus on each end product. This is why I say with my sites, some niches that I go after, I don't need more than 30 articles. Those 30 articles will pay me in perpetuity for a very, very long time. It could be for 3-4 years before I go back on the site and perform some editing. And a lot of people think I'm always working on the site. I'm not. For me, after I get the job done on the site, I'm moving on to the next one, and the next one, and the next one, and so on. I don't need to have 100 projects that I'm working on at once. And guys, with me and 4 virtual assistants, I manage, well, I don't want to say I manage because I'm really not managing day to day, is over 40 plus sites. I don't need to sit there and control each and every site, work on it each and every day. Why? Because I'm creating the good content that Google's actually looking for. And once again, when I say good content, I'm specifically talking about how viewers react to it, right? How readers react to it over time, and it's going to be more positive than the AI written content. If we took 2 websites, right, that was AI written content or human written content, Google can truly not tell a difference, nor do they actually care to tell the difference. They really don't care. What they really care about is providing the best article for the reader. That's what they care about. They don't care if it was written by a machine or by a human. They don't care. What they care about is the user or the reader has the best experience. And if you give the reader the best experience, aka giving them all the information they could possibly want and more, then guess what? You will be rewarded in the algorithm for it. As soon as you stop doing that, you'll rank lower. And we have two types of ranking. We have a site-based ranking and we have a page-based ranking. This is why if you go to some analytics tools, right, they have page authority and they have domain authority. And there are different metrics between the two. There are some websites, right, that are really not built very well, but they'll have a few web pages that gain them the traffic. But then there are other websites, right? I could point to, for example, the New York Times that are very, very good at ranking because of their size, right? Because of their infrastructure, their domain authority. But they have many pages that don't necessarily rank. And the reason for that on Google, the reason for that is because some of those articles have low page authority. The domain has great authority, but the page has bad authority. And why does it have bad authority? Once again, it's because the user signals. The guy goes on there, the woman who goes on there, whoever goes on there starts reading the article, they bounce off, they look for something else. Google's taking every single thing into consideration. So I'm not sitting here saying that AI is bad for blogging. That's not what I'm saying. A lot of people are not going to understand me properly. What I'm saying is the production alone with AI is not enough most times, right? And once again, if you're leaving the reader with questions unanswered, maybe things not taken care of, the reader is going to sit there and look for another solution. And Google takes that into consideration each and every time. And once again, the easy way to cover that up in the SEO space, in the YouTube space, where people are showing you their different search console results, their clicks and their impressions and all these kind of things, is they're having the market being flooded with their website being flooded to show you that it works, right? They're uploading 5, 10, 20, 30 topics a day articles, and they're terribly poorly written articles. They just don't provide enough information. And so if you want success, it has to be a fully built article. It has to have, your images, your links, the markdown properly, the H1 to H6. It has to have all the information, and it also have to not only answer the questions or the needs of the user, but also from an algorithmic standpoint, it has to have the semantics. It has to have the titles. It has to have the keyword in the URL handle, aka the slug. It has to have a proper meta description to increase click-through rate. A lot of different things, a lot of specifics that we don't necessarily talk about all the time, may look fancy on the outside when you have a cool software that you're trying to promote. But at the end of the day, there's nothing wrong with working as a human with the AI, pushing out better products. All right, guys, I'll talk to you guys later. Hopefully this video was beneficial. And for all you guys who are listening, who want to make money with blogging, anybody can do it. It's just a matter of being consistent and putting in the effort. I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out. Bye.